All right, let's do some step one prep. A 16-year-old girl is referred to an endocrinologist. This is going to be a question about endocrinology kind of stuff and reproductive evaluation of primary amenorrhea, not having periods. Has never had a menstrual period and reports no cyclic abdominal pain. Her past medical history is unremarkable, and she has Tanner stage 3 breast development and Tanner stage 4 pubic hair. Public examination reveals blind ending vaginal pouch. Ultrasound confirms the presence of a uterus and fallopian tubes, and it's XY, interestingly. And there is presence of bilateral gonads in the inguinal region. Normal levels of testosterone. Normal levels of testosterone says that Leydig is fine, so it's not a aplasia. And also, we wouldn't even see the testes forming if it were aplasia. So this is going to be 5 alpha reductase deficiency. So let's talk about the SRY gene, which causes the testes development and the creation of the Sertoli cells in Leydig. Leydig then creates testosterone, which then, with 5 alpha reductase, causes you to have DHT. And Sertoli cells secrete and allow for the secretion of Mullerian inhibiting factor, which causes you to not develop the female parts. And so you don't get those internal parts. And then here, we do have the lack of the formation of the genital tubercle or your genital sinus, the penis and the prostate. So the failure to develop these things tells us that there is a problem with 5 alpha reductase. However, there is testosterone. And so we're still going to have the mesonephric duct, and so we're going to have the Wolffian duct and the male internal genitalia, but not the external genitalia. External genitalia is controlled by this DHT mechanism with 5 alpha reductase. So primary amenorrhea, you're XY, but you don't have external genitalia because of that 5 alpha reductase deficiencies, and so you think that you're going to be a female. And so, yeah, you don't have that conversion to DHT, and so the external genitalia fail to develop in a male pattern, and you do have the presence of the testes, and that tells you that you have testicular development, which produces anti-Mullerian, which causes the regression and absence of the uterus and fallopian tubes. So Mullerian inhibiting factor through the Sertoli cells, so you have the absence of those things. And that's why it's a little bit confusing. And at puberty, rising testosterone leads to virilization. And so you have the deepening voice, increased muscle mass, and male pattern hair growth. Let's look at the other answer choices. Aplasia, well, you wouldn't see testosterone. And so if you have Leydig cell aplasia, testosterone would be absent. And so you'd have underdeveloped or absent internal male genitalia. If you have normal male genitalia structures like the epididymis, the vas deferens, then Leydig cells are working properly. They're not aplastic. Okay, complete androgen insensitivity syndrome. This is going to be 46 XY karyotype, so it is tempting, but they're going to be unresponsive to testosterone and DHT. So you have female external genitalia, but the internal male structures are absent due to the lack of testosterone. So this one goes a little bit deeper. You have no testosterone. 21 hydroxylase. So this one leads to deficient cortisol and aldosterone production, and it results in excess androgen production. And so you're going to have virilization of the external genitalia. If you're XX and if you're XY, you'd have a normal male genitalia. And that is not the case here. SRY gene deletion. If you have an SRY gene deletion, then all of that cascade stuff goes away, but you have testes, so that's not the case. So primary amenorrhea, female external genitalia, absent uterus, suggests 5 alpha reductase, because the absent uterus means you still have the Sertoli kicking in, and this is caused by the impaired conversion of testosterone to DHT. All right, so hopefully that was helpful. If it was, like and subscribe for more of this type of content. We'll see you guys in the next one.